Okay. Just like Godot, there's things that they don't tell you that you can't find until you just find something, and then you're like, well, what's all this mean? And for that, I'm talking about orphan nodes and objects and static memory max, number of nodes. These are all under monitor in the debugger. You can kind of pick what you want here. Orphan nodes, what are those? So if we go up here to people control and we unblock head items, get random head items, and we go to people resource, and because this is the persons, this is, pardon me, it's a class. Uh, People, this is what every single person in the game is based off. We'll give it its head item back. And now we're down to zeros. And I need to go to game root. No, I need to go here. New game. And all right, so this is where it makes total population. So I'll do, and this is where I tracked this part down to. So we'll do an F9 here, do an F5. And we'll do just the new game. It creates the world. It's creating all the people, creating all the towns. Well, it created all the towns. Now it just created the people. We'll go to monitors. My orphan nodes are 20,008. So if I go and back to people control, we'll do this. We'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of the variable there and do an F5. It's going to break us back into the program there. And man, I don't have any orphan nodes except for these 8, which I'm still trying to figure out where the heck they're coming from, because they're somewhere in here. But why does this happen? And I did accidentally figure that one out. So if we go back up to people control and we go ahead and renew that, we'll put an F9 there. And people resource will give you your head item back, and we'll do an F5 again to run it. Oh, boys. Do the new game. Bam. Okay, we're here. And we still got this weird 8 orphans that shows up before we even get here that I haven't tracked down. But then we do an F10 to step in. Oh. Oh, okay. Fine. Where is that? I don't know. Head items, head items, head items. Where are you? Local. Boys, all this UI. Head items right here. Get random head item. So we'll go into this script. Get random head item is creating a new head item here, where I have the person here. Oh, can I go back? Yeah. So we've created this person. We already have the head item in the class. And so I want to have them have a random head item made. Oh. Oh. So that can't happen because they already have a head item. So who dot head item? Because I'm passing the whole character in here. All right. Whoa, wow. copy you. Control V. Control V. Hoopty doopty. Whipty whoopy. Dingy dongy. Oh, it's going to take a while. Oh, yeah, it's going to take a while. That, now that that's all, man, I can't believe I typed all of this out, and I still have no idea where I'm going with all that. All right, so this should work. Kill that. We got 8. We'll do an F5. And new game. And monitors. We don't want that. F12. $10,008. I don't get it. I don't know. Fucking Godot, man. Oh, boysels. So, this is all about, for new programmers, how you're going to want to, like, stop doing your programming sometimes and look at Godot's monitors. Now, over here on the left side, all of these things are things that you can pick to show over here. I was having a memory issue, and this, I mean, it would get up to 72,000 objects. I had no idea how I was getting there, and it would freeze everything. My orphan nodes were through the roof. I figured out what that is. And the objects, I was having an issue because when I run with the console, occasionally it would say tween in one of these random thing, or these are randomly instanced vehicles. This random vehicle tween started without having tweeners. I'm like, what the hell was that? So it turns out I just had to go to, since it was all about tweening, that was within the actual convoy sprite. And we'll get back to this here in a second. Basically, where I call the tween, it's just one tiny section of code here. It's in the follow path all the way past all this junk. Right here, var tween equals get tree, create tree, tween, vine node self. Because since this is an instance in one of these, all of these have this code. I had originally this, instead of right before the tween, I had it, I had one here, var tween is a tween, and I had it here, and these were all giving me problems, so I moved it. Once I really looked at what I was trying to do on the code, I moved it here, boom. I haven't had that error message show up on the console since. So my next thing was my objects were piling up through the roof, and my orphan nodes were piling up through the roof. Orphan nodes, I figured it out. I've already sent a message to the add-on guy. BetterRandNumGen.new 1.32 is creating all the orphan nodes. I managed to track that down because once I fixed, in my game, I had to repurpose this button right here, just to start and stop all of these vehicles doing their random convoy tests. So if I click that, I don't know if it's on or off now because I didn't put indicators. All of these will eventually go away. And then the object count should go back down to like 9,900 or so. But then I'd start one of these, just turn it on and then turn it back off, so only one car went out, and boom, I had one more Orphan Node. And that turns out, oh, it's gone right here. Better number, I'm doing a rand equals better number generator. That right there. Every time that ran, it would give me an orphan node. So I have 5,000 left. So in my head items code, where it just creates a random head item, I had to, which is a class, everywhere that it wanted a random number, I had to replace randomize and get rid of the rand.randy range, because every time I was creating 5,000 people, so this ran 5,000 times, it created 5,000 orphan nodes. So that right there. I still have 5,000 more because I'm using that everywhere. So anyways, how I figured this out is if we go to the 2D screen, here we got the new game button. This starts everything because I haven't freaking figured out I haven't worked on this thing in forever. So from the new game button, it has a script. And then on pressed. So what I did is this just puts a label up there. This shows the label. This makes the total population. What's interesting about this is if we do an F9 here, and then we could just go ahead and do a play. And new game. Now we're there. So we go over to monitors. We have only 5 orphan nodes. Where's the other ones? F12. Okay, so now we got 5,000 orphan nodes. So what's so interesting about find towns? Find towns. Let's get rid of this. And we got to go down and correct every place where it wants to be. I'll just throw a randomize in here somewhere. Come on, recover. There you go. We can stop you. Huh, I didn't use it there. That's weird. All right, so we'll got to get rid of that add-on. And we'll see what our orphans are going to go down to. We're at 5,545. And what is an orphan? I don't freaking know. But it's not something that ever clears until the game ends or the scene ends or something. And right now I don't have separate scenes. Not even sure how I'm going to manage to do that. I'm just trying to clear up all my memory leaks. All right, so that's done. So we'll run this again. 5,445, 5,000. Yeah. All right, and what do we got now? 4. We got to go past this one. And we're at 5,044. And we still got 4 there. Find towns. Four. Start town creation gives us 5,000. So where's this at? Just did a control and click because it's apparently it's in the same script. Start town creation. All right. Boink. Let's get rid of you. Find out which is bitching about not having it. Let's add in a randomize, and we'll just get rid of all these. Really, that's it? Two. We go past town creation. And now we only have 2 orphan nodes. So let's go down. We've already created the total population. We go to global bears. And we should have towns here. Towns is 36. We'll grab this town. Its name is Promise. It's town number 0. Does some fishing, farming, foresting. Where are your people? You got 30 of them, huh? Bronslaw Sanders. Okay, so hometown, location, sublocation, all that has to be filled out. But all the people are here. And if I do an F12, Tanita, equipment. Hey, you've got your hat. Okay. All of that got fixed. And we go back to monitors. Now we're up to 5,042. So we get past that and we do another F5. Where's this other 5,000 coming from? We have 2 nodes. Where's this thing going to go after this is done? 5,042 somewhere between these two. How does that work? This is just waiting frame. And that just hides the label. How's that work? I think I may have found part of my problem. Oh, my Lord. So I have party members in a global variable, and I'm resizing the array to 40. And then I'm doing people resource new. But if I go to global vars, I'm already making it an array of people resource. So I think I don't have to do this right here because it's already an array and it's been resized. It's already an array of people resource. I think I don't have to do that. That is people I've already made. Party members N, so N is the size of the party. People of it, so it's going to grab the resource from people available, which is in temp, wherever temp came from. And it's going to remove from people available at temp to take them out of the list. So I'm making 5,000 people. Say it's the 5,000th person. This is going to remove that 5,000th person, and there'll be 4,999 people left. Global variables. Party members n equals home. Okay, and this is where I'm giving them their hometown. Well, let's see if this works and cuts down on some stuff. It did cut down some of the orphan nodes there. I don't really have anything that I can pause here, so it's going to auto pause when they collide, so I can look in global vars. Wait, why didn't this That's why. Weasels. Weasels, man. Programming, man. There we go. Now I can look at global vars. And I forgot what I was doing. Yeah. Towns and people. Towns. We'll grab you. Just give me. And people size. So there's 50 people in this town. Hometown didn't get added. This could be, I've rewritten this stuff 3 or 4 different times in different areas. Psychology. Oh, you're psychotic. You'd be a great person to ram. Okay. Alive, organized, weapon training. Oh, medium, you're a deadeye. Okay. These are all the constants. And this is the people resource. So what? Okay, so that actually okay. F12. Want to bring this back. A kill. Let's see your equipment, and it's all there. Okay. So that solved some more of my orphan node problems because, again, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot and just thought, hey, you know, I'll do a new object here, and then when I fill it in, I'll use a new class and then fill in the new object. And that's dangerous stuff. So I got to figure out where the rest of these 5,000 orphan nodes are at, and it's probably the same thing. The same kind of garbage. Okay, I figured it out. Orphan nodes is 0. We got all of our people where they're supposed to go. So to get their head items back, I looked in my class and realized I had put head item equals head item new in the class. And since it was there, I just referenced at the end of this person. I know this code is confusing. Basically, I got rid of make total population. And then where I make the towns, fill out the towns, I just use flesh out person rec using a 4 for the amount of people in the town, and it goes and fleshes out each of those people here after I resize the town people array. And then this flesh out gives every single person their individual personalities and traits. And then I just had to realize that this person already has a spot for a head item. So then we go get random head item. which is here in the class, the head item class. I made this class and a resource, and it's not a node anymore. It doesn't exist down here. It only exists in here. Because I was using it both as a control source and a resource. And you can't do that. And because I was confused. I mean, like, I got a function in there. I didn't really understand what the hell a class meant. But then when it gets a head item, it's going back into the class and running this head item. And this is where the head item gets all of their independent stats. And this brings me finally down to 0 orphan nodes. This has been long and complicated. If you get it, you get it. If not, ask questions. Because to clear up one question about, I started with a pool of people. I think I can go back to that idea, but I already got it sorted out in Develop All Towns, which creates everything, and the whole gang member creation is just for my testing purposes. And now I got it so that I can create people on demand, one at a time. And I kind of like that a little bit better than having a whole pool. All right. I'm finally done. I think I can finally piece together this video and put it out there. And this was all about debugging this stuff. So here I'm adding the people to the town. This is the stuff I got rid of. And I'm resizing the population to whatever the town population is. Why am I adding a resource? A new resource when there's already a resource? I don't freaking know. Oh yeah, because I changed the town people to a straight array and not an array of people resource, so I could do this. All in an effort to get rid of these orphan nodes. And it didn't work. So then I also changed people. People resource. Global vars, I changed party members. Not an array of people resource anymore. They are an array. Basically everything that was an array of some resource, I've changed into an array, and then I'm filling it out with the resource later on. And it's gotten me to this part. I know I'm confused. It's confusing. But there's Godot for you, and their crappy docs. Everybody, have a great day. Any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll do my best to explain. Maybe.